Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to test the new Purifi 8-inch aluminum cone woofer, and I'm not going to repeat this long number, just simply because it's right there. This is a new offering. Actually, it's not completely new. It's been around for just over a year. But in the context of overall driver design development and what's available currently in the audio world, the Purifi is markedly high tech. It offers some extreme features to reduce distortion. And so just to go through it here, it says negligible force factor modulation and surround radiation. There's the infamous surround on this 8-inch as well that was shown when they first introduced the woofer with the smaller 4-inch and 6.5 and versions of the woofer. So the surround is designed to create a linear response and reduce distortion. So other features is low magnetic hysteresis distortion, real long stroke performance, and then distortion remains low even over full excursion. So what I wanted to do in this video is provide my own objective test data as well as my own listening impressions. So let's get started. So for the test, I mounted the 8-inch driver into a 40-liter bass reflex cabinet tuned to 28 hertz. And so actually you can see it here. I decided to test outside just to eliminate the effects of the room. And you can see my microphone placed in the near field. I also did some measurements of the port, and so you'll see that in a bit. Okay, so tuning, you can see here that we have good even alignment with the tuning in the 40-liter cabinet. The impedance is very flat, which indicates no inductive rise. That's a big standout feature of this particular driver, in that inductance does not change with regards to coil position and frequency. So that's a good indication that we're off to the races with a good sounding driver. So frequency response, you can see it here. We have a very flat response out to the tuning frequency, where you can see the port output here as an overlay in blue. We have some interaction with the port interfering at the 550 hertz region, and then the driver continues to be linear quite high up into the mid-range, and then you have the normal breakup mode that you see with aluminum, which is quite unavoidable. Okay, so looking at the time domain aspect, we can see extremely clean burst decay with the breakup occurring quite high, like I mentioned. The CST plot showing exemplary clean time domain with the depth scale shown as milliseconds. Extremely clean. These are ungated measurements, and so you're seeing just something that we've not seen before from a low frequency driver. So this is certainly setting a new benchmark for performance. Moving on to distortion, which is the claimed hallmark of this driver. You can see that harmonic distortion is extremely low. I tested at the 85 and 95 as well as 105 dB. You can see that the second harmonic is only 0.17%, and H3 is 0.07%, which is likely into the noise floor of my test setup. At 95 dB, we see a marginal rise in second harmonic drops. You can see it here, 0.15%. Extremely low distortion for a woofer. And then pushing it to its limit, 105 dB, which is extremely loud, especially for an 8-inch. We see second harmonic still remains below 1% at 0.46%. So we do see a little bit of complaining there at the 40 hertz region, which is likely the driver running out of Xmax. But otherwise, we see that the driver is completely complaint free right up to its maximum power handling. Just to summarize, with the intermodulation distortion, I used a 12-band per octave test signal to really kind of flush out modulation products that might appear in the mid-range. due to the bass movement of the driver, the diaphragm movement of the driver. You can see here, these are new numbers, breaking new records for low distortion for any bass driver, for that matter, even 15-inch drivers that I've tested. So here, 125 hertz, we're at 62 dB down into the noise floor. Same for the 250 hertz, and then we lose a little bit as we start to get up into the mid-range at 55 dB. So just comparatively speaking, I recently tested some really great 15-inch woofers, and the distortion was at 50, 50, and 50 for the same test SPL at 95 dB. So quite an achievement here, an 8-inch beating out a 15-inch woofer, specifically the Bema 15LX60 V2 that I featured in a previous video. We have a full 12 dB more dynamic range, 12 dB better distortion performance than you know, an RNE well-designed 15-inch. So Purifi is definitely doing something really good here. And so subjectively, I'm just going to skip down to where what I thought on this driver. So it has I say the Purifi is really nice. It's a little soft on transient impact, but otherwise a smooth performer. It has no specific sound character of its own, and it simply reproduces the signal, even on complex material. So it doesn't complain at all until it reaches the limits of its X-Max. So it has very usable high SPL. It sounds clean up to the 1 kilohertz crossover point. I found that above the 1 kilohertz, it started to sound slightly colored, which we did see that in the intermodulation distortion. You can see here that once we get into the 1K and up, there's a kind of a steady rise in IMD products showing up, which I suspect is unavoidable. So yeah, overall, the Purifi 8-inch represents the best measuring woofer that I've ever had the opportunity to test. And so I can also speculate that the 10-inch version, which has been recently introduced, is going to be even better. I do recall I was having a discussion with Lars Risbo while I was visiting Munich, the high-end Munich show, and he explained to me that the distortion on the new 10-inch was actually lower than their measurement system, and so it was presenting a challenge for them, being able to develop the 10-inch even further, because they simply could not create a measurement test setup that could capture the distortion product, since it was so low into the noise floor. And so that's an interesting problem to have. It's a good problem to have. So this video is going to be a one part of two. The next video, I'm going to show a new design study, actually, for a new bass cabinet that I had developed, and I think you might be interested on that. So stay tuned for the next video that's related to the new 10-inch Purifi. Take care and have a great day.